trying to pull forward, hopefully around this number 14990. But let's see, because as you know, today is the Jackson Hole thing going on, and that is something to be careful of, because we have seen multiple times that they cause a lot of problem for the market. But yeah, for now, this is what the market is doing. So let me put this up, because we are long from roughly this point here from last night. Target somewhere around here, stop loss somewhere here. So this is what is going on right now. So hopefully, yeah, we continue upwards, but in the short term, let's take a look. This is what is happening. Price is trying to reach this point. Open was very strong towards the upside. Of course, there was a lot of downtrend. Look at all of this. Look at this candle over here. Very strong drop, and now we are finally trying to gain some momentum back. But like I show you this line over here, this is important resistance. So let's see how this goes, because you see the price is going down but the RSI is going up, so that is not good, because that is a bearish divergence. Now let me check, let's check gold, because we have seen a lot of movement recently on gold. Let's just go here, 4 hours. Yeah, wedge pattern. From this we are seeing a big breakout towards the upside, but a lot of pump has happened, and now price is trying to make this bull flag over here on gold. So another pump can take us towards the 930 935 area, something to be careful of, because this is the one key thing that is happening. This is the dollar index, so very important. And you can see this trend line. This actually is on the weekly. Let me go to the weekly and show you. So look what is happening on the weekly. Very strong, not very strong, but it was stuck in this channel, and RSI is going up. So there is a weekly bearish divergence on the dollar index itself. So this is something to be careful of, in the sense that hopefully we see a drop towards the downside, and this can correspond to a pump in the Nasdaq itself. So this is what we ideally want to see over here, because look at what is happening, very perfectly matching this, and look at the RSI going up. So this is the key thing happening at the moment, especially given that the Jackson Hole Symposium has started, and Chair Powell will be speaking soon. So yeah, there is a chance, and we are seeing a double top form in the short term at least. This is the weekly chart. Let's just go into the daily for the dollar index also, and we can see that once again we are almost in the overbought region. So yes, a lot of pump has happened, and now we are starting to form this double top. So something of this sort can happen, where we can see a small wick and then suddenly start declining back down. And let's see what can happen actually. Let's see what is the possibility over here. Imagining a drop from here towards this channel, 4.39%, so roughly 4% drop is possible. Let's just go to the Nasdaq and try to put a 4% pump from here on Nasdaq and see. Very roughly speaking, of course the pump will be more, it's not exact 4%, but you're talking 15, 500, 600 area. And if we see a very nice drop on the dollar index, then for sure the market will try to take out these tops over here, and I think from 16,000 it can get rejected. That is a possibility. Now let's quickly go into the 15-minute and see how the trade is going on. The trade is doing fine. The problem again, this downward action on price, but the RSI is going up a little bit, so some bearish divergence is forming. And you can see, let me zoom in and show you, because the market has opened with a gap towards the upside. Look at this gap, and then straight away pumped a lot, and now testing 14,900 levels. So very important retest is happening currently on the Nasdaq itself. But yeah, overall talking about the DXY dollar index, let's just go back. So every chart, I mean the 4-hour itself is also showing bearish divergence, the daily chart is also showing divergence. So these are the sort of price actions, the long-term trends that we need to be careful of. Let's just check the fib levels if we see something interesting over here on the fib levels themselves. So yeah, this is the 236 level at 103 and the 382 is at 105. So there is a chance actually that, let's zoom in a bit, there might be a retest into this area and then pump a little bit more, but we will see if that happens. By just looking at this chart, we can see that the trend is running out of steam actually. So yes, a correction would be much better from here. And let's just focus on this uptrend also. This is actually quite a long time period. This is since 13th July, so almost 1.5 months. So let's put the fib levels on this itself. So yeah, the gold pocket is over here, 101 over here. This is the golden pocket. So better to have a rejection into the golden pocket, because let me zoom in a bit more. Look at this candle itself. This is a doji star candle, and generally this signifies the end of the momentum. So upward action was there, now we're getting this doji star. So there is a chance that we are ending this uptrend and reversal will start soon, similar to what happened over here. Look at this doji star candle. There was one here also, yeah, this one over here. Sorry about the zooming thing, but this was a doji star here. These two were doji stars. So yeah, we are getting into the range, so the candlesticks and the market structure and all those things are telling us that yes, hopefully this will be the end of this upward move on the dollar index, because it's quite significant actually. How much was this? 4.6% pump. And let's go to the Nasdaq, and this drop was almost double of that, 8.6. so this 8.6 corresponding to that pump in dollar index. So if yes, dollar index does the opposite, starts going down, so we will have a nice upward move, hopefully take out these highs over here. Ideally that is what we want to see on the market. And also just one quick thing, I uploaded a video yesterday. There are some important things that are being covered regarding S&P 500 over the long term, past 30 years. So if you want, maybe you can just go and quickly check that one. And we've talked about the SPY over there also. But other than this, Nasdaq, this candle actually not very good at all. But we had the resistance mapped out already, 15,300, and perfect rejection. So then last night when I got this signal, lower low and the RSI was high on the 15-minute time frame, so basically bullish divergence, 15-minute time frame, and this was near this action, sorry, this one over here. So I entered this long now, hoping to close it just before 15,000. As you know, 15,000 is a psychological level, so quite the chance that they might just fool everyone and it just goes back, does not even touch 15,000. That's why I have kept it 20 points below 15,000. So yeah, this is what is happening now. Let's just go into, there's one more thing actually I want to show you, which not a lot of people talk about actually, and it's quite important. And you can see that even TradingView is saying that this is a larger time frame thing, and it has automatically gone to the daily chart for this. So this is, if you want to search this in TradingView, you can type S5FI. Let me show you. Yeah, S5 S&P 500 stocks above 50-day average. So this is very important. Now last week or the week before, not very sure, but the market was over here, and I mentioned this very clearly in the video that there will be a correction in the market, because look at this, 75 points and above we are always seeing nice corrections, and this correction directly corresponds to drop in the market. So now support below 20, this is how much, 23 points or 25 point roughly. This is from where market tries to find support, and we are almost there. We are at how much, 29.82. So maybe one last dip can happen because of this Jackson hole and all this stuff that is going on. But other than that, yes, now we are right in the zone for a nice move towards the upside. I know a lot of people are getting very bearish on the market, but actually things can turn out to be the opposite, especially if you go and look at the video I'm referring to, just uploaded yesterday, and I will show you 1 minute, because the comparison between the S&P 500 and but I can actually show it over here. 1 minute. Yeah, let me add the US Fed interest rate to make life easier. So this is S&P 500, this is the US Fed interest rate. Let me go on a larger time frame. This is what is playing out, which no one is actually talking about. I have already made 2 videos about this. I made one 6-7 months back, and I just made 2 recently. Maybe I will make 1 more, because this actually is very important. And if you watch that video, if you go and watch that video, and if you find it important, then please share it with other people also, because these are life-changing things that will happen very soon. Now look at this orange line. Okay, this is your US Fed interest rate. Fine. This is your S&P 500. Now let's take a look from this point onwards. This is 1998, 99, so more than 30 years. It was more than 20 years. Look what happens. Pump in interest rate, and then the rates become very flat, and look what happens over here. We get a market top. Sudden drop in rates, market crashing. This is contrary to the popular belief that quantitative easing will happen and markets will pump. So this is very important. Okay, and this is the 2000.com bubble. Okay, look at this one. Huge pump in rates, and the rates remain flat for 6 to 12 months. We get another top in the market, huge drop. This is your 2008 financial crisis. Okay, very nice. Let's move forward. Pump in rates, flattening. We get this top over here. This is your COVID drop. Look at where the rates are. Insane pump in the rates. It's just unbelievable. Now when the rates will become stable in the next few months, because September 3rd week will be the interest rate decision, probably that would be the last increase in the market, and when the rates are stable for 6 to 12 months, there will be a new top on the market. So this was 4,800 on the S&P, probably go up till 5,000, 5,100. And when they start quantitative easing, or there is a sharp decline in rates, of course that corresponds to a recession, and they want to pump the economy. That's why they will reduce the rates very sharply. That is when we will see huge drops in the market now. So what are your thoughts? What do you people think? Is this something that can play out or not? Let me know. And I want to show you these drops actually, because you can see this pump is a lot, right? So you really don't get the true scale of these drops. So that is why I just want to show you over here. Look at this .com bubble, more than 50% drop. Okay, now let's check another one. Your financial crisis 2008, 56% drop. COVID, 35%. So we are getting 50 to 35% drops in the market. Now let's just try to extrapolate the same thing. Let's take 5,000 points on the S&P. Okay, let's assume that the new top will be 5,000 somewhere here. Now let me go 35 minus 35. What are we talking about? We are talking about minus 1,750 points. That will take the S&P 500 to 3,200. So that is quite a significant drop. Now let's go a bit further. 50% is somewhere here. 2,500 points drop. Talking about 2,500 on the S&P 500. So this is a very real possibility, and you should be really aware of this, because this is where generational wealth will be made. This is the time you really have to When this drop comes in, this 35 to 50% drop comes in, that is really the time you should just sell everything and put it in the market. Very simply put. So now let's just skip out of this one and go to the other one, which is our Nasdaq. Let's go to the Nasdaq and see what they are doing on the 15-minute. So it's stuck right now, it's not moving too much. Yeah, we are getting this rejection from this trend line. Like I mentioned, bearish divergence was starting to form, and now we are getting this rejection. Let's see if market is able to hold this or not. But overall, let's quickly check the heat maps, because those are important for the day. Heat maps, where is trading view? Yep, trading view heat maps. This is the monthly performance. Let's just go weekly. You can see that the tech has started to become green, especially after the results from Nvidia, so that is a good thing. And let's change the view. You can see commercial services, tech, mostly tech is the one doing very well. Retail is the one getting hit a lot. And oh, we have a massive pump now as soon as we see that Powell probably has started speaking. You can see this insane pump starting to happen on the market, and we are trying to take out the top over here. So hopefully we will hit the take profit. Hopefully that is the idea. So talking about these things, let's just go quickly to another trading view and open up Apple and see what Apple is doing. Let me get rid of this. Yeah, trying to pump a lot, and hopefully we will continue this move upwards, because personally I think this Jackson Hole thing and whatever, they will not say anything new. They will just continue to repeat what they have been saying for the whole year, and I don't think they will drop any more hints about interest rate increase or decrease or anything. Very generalistic comments is what they will make. But anyway, let's look at this one. Let's see what is happening on Apple. So yesterday, yes, quite a big drop, and today market is trying to pick up again. So very important day today, given that is the last trading day of the week also. So you can see this again dropping very hard. So a lot of volatility there in the market, and this is the type of scenario I was talking about a few minutes back, that yes, exact 15,000 might not touch and it will just reject from somewhere here. So let's see, maybe this is the rejection, or maybe it will just come back up, but we'll wait and see how this goes. Let's just quickly jump into Tesla and see what they are doing right now, because this is also important. The pattern they're making is important. Let's go to the 4-hour. So for now we saw this small pump and price is getting stuck, something of this sort, into this wedge pattern for Tesla. So this is how it is getting stuck, and this is a bullish pattern. So if I just zoom out a little bit, because there is a peak in volume over here around 250 255, this area here is very important. There's a breakout, it might just go up and hit this one. Let's just quickly jump back to Nasdaq. Yeah, so you can see they're getting rejected from here, and quite a big wick over here, but this is all volatility that is expected, because Jackson Hole is happening, Fed will speak, Powell will speak and all those things, so this is fine. Ultimate target, at least for this trade, is around 980, 14980. Hopefully we go there. Let's see. So yeah, talking about Tesla, this I just showed you the wedge pattern that is forming, and this is actually quite important. Let me go to the daily chart, because I want to show you what is happening on a larger time scale. Price is trying to follow this pattern, and we are here, and we got this doji star candle here, and price is trying to pump back up from here, hence I mentioned nice area to buy here. And now look at this, price is making a higher low, but the RSI was making a lower low. So there was a bullish divergence here with this doji star candle. So we bought around 220, so we are already in the green. Not a lot, $12 only, but that's fine, because ultimately what we want to see is this move. We want to see this move over here, something like this, 320, 325. That is the real move we want to catch, and let's just see how big will this move be. So 320 will take us to somewhere around 39% gain on Tesla itself. So yes, that is a good move on Tesla if we catch this. So I had mentioned one buy at 220, the other one at around 185. That way we will make a good average price in between, and even if price goes to 250, we'll make decent money. Now let's quickly jump back to DXY. We were talking about this just few minutes back, and let's see how the candle is forming. Still we are getting the same doji star candle, which is exactly what we want, and that will help us have this drop where DXY goes back below 100. So yes, this is what we want to see. And again on Nasdaq, we are seeing that after the meeting has started, we are seeing all of this price action getting bearish action, and we are getting this bearish engulfing candle on the 15-minute itself. So let's see how this plays out, but for now I'm just waiting. Either it will go and hit this level, or it will just go and hit stop loss. Let's quickly check the wicks also, of course on a higher time frame. Just nothing much happening, but a little bit on the lower end itself in this range. So yes, higher range is around here, 29.30. It can pump till there, and of course the S&P will drop, but overall I think after today I think market will continue to pick up, especially if next week inflation and all those things turn out to be okay. Then hopefully yes, we will see a nice upward move. Continuation of the upward move is what basically we want to see. So yeah, just a quick overview of what is happening throughout the markets. Let's check Dow Jones. Let's go to the daily for Dow Jones. So this is also very important what is happening. It's good that I opened this. Look at this 34,000 level. I had marked this before, important support area, coming down to test this right now. And not only this thing, look at what is happening. Higher low on the price and very big lower low on the RSI itself over here. So there is a bullish divergence right now on the Dow Jones index on the daily time frame. Quite the chance we might continue this pump. Let's see if we try to do something of this sort. Yeah, we are getting a confirmation again that this is a very important test that is happening, and the 50 moving average in green is also here, 34,200 roughly. So very important retest happening. A bounce from here can actually be very nice for the market. And like I said, overall yes, that is what we want to see across the markets because of dollar index. Dollar index will start dropping and it will convert into a nice move across the markets and crypto. Let's just check crypto also. Total market cap. Let me zoom out a bit. So this is the total market cap, and you can see what has happened. There was a volume resistance here, 1.15 trillion, got rejected, testing this peak in volume at 1 trillion. That's, of course, it's a very important psychological level, but the problem is, look at what is happening. Price is just stuck in this bearish pattern. So this is what is happening, and if we continue the drop downwards, we are looking towards 980, 975, which is this area here. So this can happen on crypto, which means Bitcoin probably will go back to 25, 24, 500, and you can see this bearish pennant forming on Bitcoin. So yeah, this is another possibility that can really happen. Let's just go back to our Nasdaq thing. So you can see huge volatility today, and market is trying to pick back up, so that is good. But this is the overall situation in the market, and hopefully everything goes smoothly. Hopefully we will continue back upwards towards the level we were talking about. And once again, if you are actively trading, please always use proper stop loss. That is very, very important. And hope you enjoyed this live. Next, hopefully I will see you next time. Until then, take care and goodbye. Enjoy.